Hey guys, let's talk about Yinlin. I want to talk about what she does. I want to talk about, with the weapons available, which would be best for her. I want to talk about echo sets, which echo I think would fit better for her. I want to talk about best team synergy. First off, her kit revolves around marking targets with something called the Sin Binding Mark, which is possible off the 4-combo basic attack that she does. Her resonance skill is called Magnetic Roar, and it puts her in a magnetic state, which causes her basic attack and evasion attack to be enhanced and trigger something called a Judgment attack. If you use the resonance skill again, she does something called the Lightning Execution, which does more damage on targets with Sinner's Mark and ends magnetic state. Her Liberation is an AoE damage and marks target with a Sin Binding Mark, and her Forte circuit revolves around Judgment points. Once the Judgment points are full, if you hold heavy, it consumes all the points and hits targets with Sinner marks and replaces them with punishment marks, lasting 18 seconds. Targets with punishing marks who are hit, Judgment Thunder will fall on them, damaging all targets with punishment marks. She has an inherent skill called Pain Immersion. So after she uses her resonance skill, her crit rate increases by 15% for 5 seconds. The damage of the Lightning Execution skill she does, hitting targets with Sinner's Mark, increases by 10%, and her attack is increased by 10% when triggering this effect, lasting 4 seconds. Transition skills, intro skill, AoE, electro attack, outro skill, she increases electro damage and resonance liberation damage bonus increases by 25%, lasting 14 seconds or if the character exits. So not too bad. I like it. I sometimes like kits that revolve around marking targets and following up on that to deal more damage. I think that's very interesting. Now, she seems pretty good, but I guess this is why people say she is a sub DPS, mainly for her outro skill, but nothing else in her kit sets up for another character as well. So I'm gonna make her my main DPS. I'm not gonna pull for Jiyan, I'm saving for her. And I think she'll be amazing as a main DPS on her own. I'm just not sure how it would play in the game yet, but I'll find out more when the game comes out. I'll definitely play around with her kit once her banner gets released, and then I can share more. Let's talk about her weapons. Cosmic Ripple is the free weapon box, so we get energy regen increase, basic attack increase for this particular weapon. The personal weapon she has, I think, is called Stringman Master. Increases resonance damage by 12%, which is probably both her skill and her liberation. And another effect, after liberation or outro, the attack increases by 12%. So user liberation increases her attack, pretty cool. And I guess this is good if you're using other sub DPS. Her outro will allow an increase in attack for the next character. 4-star weapons I would use for her, probably the weapon called Augment. Because when you cast your liberation, the self-attack increases by 15% for 15 seconds. Every other weapon, I think the only other one I would think about is Jinzo Keeper. When you cast your intro, her attack increases by 8% and HP increases by 15%. So I still think Augment's better, unless you want more health for whatever reason. Jinzo Keeper would be second for 4-star weapons. Echo sets aren't that complicated right now. I would definitely just recommend Void Thunder since she's Electro, and especially if you're using her as a main DPS. The 2 set for Void Thunder increases electro damage by 10%. 5 set, after a heavier skill, electro damage increases again, stacks twice, each lasting 15 seconds. Now, there are 2 different Overlord class for cost echoes. You can only use one for the active ability. And the current one with the best fit ability that I read is the Thundering Mephis. So after you use the Mephis and its final hit in the combo connects, electro damage increases by 12%, liberation damage increases by 12%, lasts 15 seconds. This beats out Tempest Mephis, because Tempest Mephis focuses on heavy attack buff. So I think we want more electro damage and more liberation damage increase. I think that's better. If you're using her as a sub DPS, you could use the Moonlit Cloud Echo set. Increases energy regen, and after outro, the attack of the next resonator increases by 22%. That's great on the support. That's amazing. That's it for weapon and echoes. What team would be best if I were to use her as a main DPS? That's a tough one. I guess Bai Z would be great to start with. People say Calcharo, but I don't want to talk about 5 stars right now. I want to focus mainly on the 4-star characters that we have and her as a main DPS. Calcharo is a main DPS on his own. So I personally don't really want him. I think Bai Z would be best fit. Euphoniad increases attack by 15% when she picks it up. And once Bai Z outros, there's going to be a 30-second heal over time. And every pop of heal will increase damage by 15% for 6 seconds. And I guess Yang Yang for CC, or Yuan Wu for the lightning infused state, and summoning Thunder Wedge. Lightning infused state will probably only increase interruption resistance, which might be helpful. So for sure do Bai Z. And for the second member, either Yuan Wu or Yang Yang. Yeah, one of those two. I think that's it. I really like her design. She looks so cool. Gameplay looks amazing. Rotations look simple. Mark targets, do more damage. Easy enough. But she looks great. That's about it. Leave a comment below if you're gonna pull for her. If what I said was wrong, if there's anything that I missed, let me know. Let me know if I can improve anything. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos. That's about it. Well, thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you. Come again, please. Love ya. Bye-bye. Bye.